Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Sonny here, coming at you guys with another Neverwinter video. By the title and thumbnail, you know why you clicked on. In today's video, we're just going to be doing just me talking about all the changes that were implemented into the game. Already it feels like it's already been almost a week, I'd say, right? They dropped that shit last week, so it's definitely been almost a week, guys. And as always, just my thoughts and opinions with these videos. If you guys want, you can leave your comments. I meant console players, get ready, guys. As you guys know, your boy Sonny is just an average player. I mean, I would classify myself that as I just pub queue everything. I don't make groups 9 times out of 10. And just from my experiences so far with the combat changes, I mean, you guys can see my stats. They're coming along all right, I'd say, for where I'm at and everything. They're not bad. I can cap my power for my item level, when I use my artifact. Like if I drop my the Staff of Flowers, my power gets capped and my critical strike gets capped. So that's good. I got 2 of my stats capped. Now remember, your total item level will also depend on your stats as well. So as I increase my item level, my cap will also increase. So I'll be able to get more power from here and critical strike and so on and so forth. But yeah, let's just jump into the meat and potatoes of everything. Dungeons and just content in general. I've noticed huge differences, okay, guys, and I mean big time, in terms of just combat and just playing the game of Neverwinter in general. Now, I'm gonna try to make this as clear as I can, but at the same time, your boy Sonny rambles. Just doing my weeklies. If you guys caught that live stream the other day, I was running my Sharndar weekly, and I couldn't pull all the mobs to the door. I could not pull from one end to the other without dying. So that was number 1. That was the first notice. I was like, holy shit. So now I was like, okay, I gotta take Sharndar slowly. And it's weird because I've noticed just like now maybe it's just me, but I noticed just across Neverwinter so far, it's just I have to use all my rotations. I have to. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I have to use all my rotations. But I'll switch to my AoE so you guys know what I'm rocking with. And yeah, these are the powers I use, and I have to use them all. 9 times out of 10, the mobs will be gone. Before, it was a little iffy. I didn't have to use all my encounters. Now I definitely do. And sometimes there's still a couple stragglers left off. Now I'm not sure if that's just for me or just in general. Another thing I noticed is dungeons and skirmishes. Dude, I ran a Shores of Tehran from previous, before the combat changes. And we was cruising through that, right? Fast forward to now, just yesterday I ran one, and that was a struggle. Like, you have to take each mob by sections. Now, that's what I've noticed being a pub player. I'm not sure if you have pre-made, you probably can pull shit still, but I'm just talking about just casual players, guys. You have to take each group slow. You have to. There's no other way around it. You cannot just pull all the groups or you're gonna die. The combat advantage, now it could also be my my defensive stats are low, but even just in general, the enemies do more damage because of the combat advantages they give you. So when you try to pull like 10 plus enemies and they're all surrounding you, they all doing combat advantage damage against you. Now regardless of what, you're gonna die. Like, it takes in some of the skirmishes and dungeons, if I don't have a healer, maybe 3 or 4 hits before I'm knocked down. It just depends on what enemies. Let me see. Let me see. The giant. Now, I don't recall if the giant, those big golem guys that have the swords and they just swing down. I don't know if that always killed me, but now it does. Now, I could be wrong, and maybe that used to just nib me and I could still survive, but now it's a GG wipe when I ran that Shores. That knife coming down on you, or the sword or whatever, that kills you instantly. Just everything and longer just takes just a little bit more time, and I'm noticing that. Of course, this is still beginning, and they got a lot of changes coming. I think they implemented some just the other day to make things a little bit easier, but still, you are going to notice a significant change in combat and just the feel of Neverwinter in general, especially from for me. I was like, holy crap, things are a lot different. And another thing I want to touch up on, real quick, and just in general, is it's weird because even when I'm doing my solo content, that's where I was trying to go. When I'm doing my solo content in Avernus and places of that sort, now I'm not sure if it's because I don't know if Avernus, like Path of the Fallen, this says this is regardless of your item level. Now, I'm not sure if that qualifies for descent into Avernus as well, but I'm killing shit easier. I'm killing mobs in the higher level zones easier. Now, I'm not sure if that's for everybody or if that's just for me, but for some reason I can solo HEs in Avernus no problem, whereas before you wouldn't catch me in there. I couldn't kill the mobs. I couldn't kill the mobs in Avernus. So it's weird to me. Like in dungeons, significantly like crazier in terms of, you know, you gotta pay attention. If you're a DPS and you're just pubbing in there, now if you know who you're running with, you guys can probably do your thing, run to the whatever. But if you're pubbing it, you better be ready to have, you know, I don't have potions. I just started getting these from VIP again, but I didn't have potions. I don't want to buy stones of health for just like small content. I really want to save that stuff for the big dungeons, you know, Lam and etc. So definitely you might want to check out when you're just pubbing by yourself, Redemption. Now this is a companion active bonus. It does give you a little bit of healing, especially with the skirmishes. You're not always going to be lined up with a healer. You can get 5 DPSs in there, and then there's no healing of the sorts. So you might want to look at maybe some healing companions as well for just your solo content, especially. But like I said, it's weird because I don't know how I can. It just seems all across the board, and I really want your guys' feedback because I'm not sure if it's because, you know, I've been changing some of my stuff or I'm upgrading, so it's really hard to say. But just across the board, it just feels like everything is even. Like just because I'm in Avernus, the shit in Sharandar feels the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like the enemies and how much health they like. It's kind of hard to explain. That's why you're probably like, what the hell, Sonny? I clicked on this video so you can help me. And shit, I'm kind of lost too because it's a little weird and it sounds like I'm freaking crazy. But yeah, this is why I also wanted to make this video, so hopefully you guys can answer a couple questions for me as well. If you guys are having these same dilemmas or like you're noticing that as well too, like it doesn't matter where you go, the mobs are just dying at the same kind of rate to kill, if that makes any sense. But you can't pull. You definitely can't pull anymore. Now I'm sure people can pull, you know, if you got the good stats or maybe you're all maxed out now, you could probably get away with pulling. But you definitely can't pull. I noticed, you know, some of the newer players were saying they're having a hard time with the combat. Now I'm not sure if that was fixed in the patch that was released. I think it was yesterday or the other day. So I can't describe how leveling up feels, unfortunately. And I do like to give you guys context in terms of that. So maybe one of these days I'm going to have to take a tune up. I noticed there's a lot of tanks like MIA in this game. Like there's no love for tanks, so I probably will make a paladin and go a tank route or, you know, a guardian fighter. Yeah, so then I'll be able to provide some context in terms of like leveling up. How does it feel? But as it stands right now, dude, if you're on console, get ready. Because it's a whole new Neverwinter in my opinion. I might maybe do a video down the road and, you know, like as I get more in depth with it and kind of get to play around more and wait for them to kind of even things out, and, you know, this is going to be the final result for a while, then I will make a video talking about, you know, my thoughts and opinions. But this video is going to be more just kind of like, as you guys could tell if you're already here at this part, I feel like I'm just rambling right now. I'm kind of just doing this off the wing, to be honest. Your boy Sonny doesn't really plan out these things. I know I really should. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of the combat changes now. In the comments, please. You know, I be saying leave comments, and none of y'all be leaving comments. I be seeing y'all asses. You guys got to leave some comments. I really want to know what the hell the general consumption is. If you guys are noticing, you know, the same thing. The dungeons just feel longer, and you have to take each mob by mob. And just content in general from Sharandar all the way up to, you know, the newer stuff, Avernus. It just feels the same killing. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. You know, like I said, just kind of my thoughts and opinions, and want to hear your guys' feedback. And maybe I'll do an updated video or, you know, something along those lines. But yeah, let me stop rambling. Let me get the hell out of here and stop wasting any more of your time. As always, it has been your boy Sonny. I'll check y'all on the next adventure. Peace out.